Hello, everyone. What's up? What's going on? Hello, how are you? Who is here so far? Lionel, you've been here before, huh? I've seen you. Any other new people besides the 12 here? Engagement, liking the video, and leaving comments in the chat. It helps with the algorithm. If you don't do it, you should. There's no reason why you shouldn't do that because most people don't pay, which is fine, but it's a way of payment, a way of exchange, so to speak. Right? It keeps me doing this. Mm. 20 people here, really? Please like this video, guys, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. I do healings every day. We will start pretty soon, as soon as some of you start saying something, right? Please. I'll give you guys a free healing. I just want to know is anyone here? Or are you just going to stare at the screen? If no one interacts, I'm going to leave. I mean, this is ridiculous, guys. Maybe the counter's wrong. All right, well, I'm just going to wait till people reply. I don't know what else to say. This boy, I have a rant for you. Mm-hmm. 67. We're gonna start as soon as people start acknowledging that they're here. Oh my gosh. Hey, where is everyone? Is this like chat not working or something? Hello? Um, something wrong? Hello? I guess since no one's here today, guess we'll catch up tomorrow? Hmm. Or I'll do some video later. Hello? What's wrong? This is people probably not getting their notifications again. 3 watching now. Yeah, people aren't getting their notifications. Hmm. Guess we wait until maybe someone shows up. They'll start looking for us once they don't. Yeah. Once we're not found. Hello. Hey, animal. Finally, someone. No one's here. I'm just like waiting for people to talk before I start. Oh, I'm okay. Just gotta wait for everyone else. Oh. Here it says 10, which is probably 9, but I was kind of wondering where everyone's at. I'll have to see it. Animals. Elections. It's that loudspeaker. They do that. They drive by and talk about nominees or candidates. Anyone here? Please like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications. Hi, John. How are you? If people are showing up, I'll check IG. Check right now. All right. Since you're here every day, I'll check right now. I don't see anything temples or shrines. Oh, Kyoto, Kansai? Oh, yeah, there's some things. Oh, she's there in Osaka? Okay. Yeah, as soon as maybe you could tell me when my school is going to fix everything and send me my money. Yeah? Chance? I I believe it can, James. Are you in London? I I have to. This is like the third time it's happened. I just gotta keep bugging them until I get the right person to. Oh, it's like the worst thing ever. It's like people that are like genuinely gifted and can do a lot of things. And I've met like some really extraordinarily gifted people psychically, right? It's when they have that like talent, that natural talent, and them letting it become polluted by like their appropriated junk spirituality, right? That was never actually a thing, which is basically contrary to what it used to be. And spirituality used to be an examination and a way to navigate the unseen world. But now it's like, you guys know the terms. It's like we're in 5D now. I only work with love and light. My guides says you're a karmic lesson. about 98% of guides, why would people think of as guides, are parasites, by the way, which is why people are able to hear them so well, even beyond being able to hear other things, right? And they bring people, a lot of people bring in, they eat that stuff up because it sounds good and because they're talented too. They can tell people stuff that they didn't know or didn't see and be very, very detailed. People tend to believe them and use confirmation bias. Um, just kind of awful because it not even the full extent of what they can do. It's the full extent that they think that they are gifted to be able to do. When, as I always explain, it's much more than this. This isn't a gift, it's the baseline. Like, extrasensory ability is the baseline. Everyone's supposed to do it. People didn't incarnate blocked, they didn't incarnate with one gift over another. Um, they incarnated by chance without interference, not to be blocked in a certain structure where they can perform what they can do. There's a big difference between being gifted something and that. So that's just my sort of teaching for today. I really, really want people to understand that because so many people, they even worked with me for 7 years now, even off and on, they're not getting that. They're not understanding that, right? They're actually playing into the system with a lot of things that they do and say and work to perpetuate um, things that limit real potential. Very unfortunate because I prefer to see people, including the people around me, more specifically, grow by leaps and bounds. Some of them are, but many others stay very, very static just because they won't just let stuff go. Um, as Greg said in our Cult of Personality interview, is that giving or asking people to forget everything that they've kind of believed or grew up with is a tall order. I get that too, but there's also a thing called intellectual modesty when you simply have to let stuff go and move on with something else. If something comes across that be more viable, even if you don't take it in all the way, if it comes from a legitimate source, it should at least be explored in a way that you're able to start understanding it from not so much that person's perspective, but as an observer, right? Just like someone who perhaps documents nature, for example, right? The beliefs um, that people have before they are able to see it from a perspective of someone who is there, right, are going to be different than not knowing anything about it or just hearing about it before, right? Like my friend Ben, for example, he's fought in like 3 wars. He was in Iraq, Afghanistan, and for some reason he took it upon himself to go fight for Ukraine and fight Russia. And he did. He did for a year and came back. He said it was the only war he was ever scared in. He said Iraq wasn't that scary. He said Afghanistan was a little some things, but he says that the Ukraine war was very, very frightening. So I take his firsthand accounts um, over anything else I hear. Right? Not only was he there, Russia has like a bounty on him. He's like a wanted criminal from them. It's propaganda, but um, yeah. So there we go. I hope some of you were able to take something from that. I really do. Because I'm coming from a place where, um, yeah, I want people to improve. I want people to be healthy. Um, yeah. Any questions? No, he didn't miss the clearing, but I wasn't channeling James. I was just talking from experience. This is big difference between gift and talent for sure. Oh, of course he's on the app. I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's like some of the most talented people I've met. When I bring up, hey, we could do something to make a little cash, so we can really get out there and try to build something. It's like, oh no, we can't do anything like that. It has to be any money in the made it be made has to be in the light. But when you're like competing against that, I mean, there's nothing. You might as well be asking. To build a pyramid without like a real pyramid, without an engineering company, or as this world goes, without slaves. I don't know if that came out right, but I think you know what I'm saying. It's just not possible. It's like you need to change the economy of the world to be able to compete in that way. And but it's like a task that's not possible. Um, and that I think that's part of the reason why I just gave that rant because um, yeah, to build a platform like the Chopra has. How do you say Deepak Chopra has to build a platform like the I don't know, you can't even say his name. Deepak Chopra. For me to build a platform like Deepak Chopra has himself, it would cost me millions and millions of dollars to do it by myself. And that still wouldn't be a guarantee. One, because I don't say all the right things. Not because people don't want to hear what I have to say or experience anything like this. It's because the algorithm punishes it and buries it down. So, in favor of stuff like the stuff that he puts out. So, I hope the but of course, the Epstein files. But of course, Epstein. But of course, the Epstein files aren't going to bring him down because he has plausible deniability. And because he has that, it's not going to even mess with his reputation as far as people perceive him. Um, yeah, I agree with um, animal. There's going to be proxy wars, war with restrictions. Absolutely, if there's anything that's going to be like that, just look at how the U.S. went into Venezuela. Look at how the U.S. went into Venezuela, right? The soldier, the how could I say it? The testimonies of the soldiers that were there on the Venezuelan side, describing what the Americans came in and did to them with like 20 people, doesn't make war, any new wars with the third world. Um, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. No, Ben's not a psychopath. He's just that's the strange thing about him, and I think it's why he survived. The thing is he's probably one of the levelest headed people I know. I mean, you have to be able to volunteer or put yourself in that much chaos. He just felt like his explanation was that he's been to Ukraine, he's spent time there before, and he felt an obligation as someone who loves the country to go there and defend it. My friend Daniel, on the other hand, who went to, I don't know why he did. He's actually English. I think for him it was to pursue. I think for him it was to um, improve his writing or have I don't know. I'm good in Earth Ambassador. I just gave all New Agers, well, people that I even know. I even know some natives who have type of embraced some of that stuff. Dharma, Deepak Chopra. Oh yeah, I agree. Animal, but it's just like a yeah, it's complicated. So yeah, 100% it's Ukrainian. Yeah, well, 100% it's that. And I hope you. Yeah, and it's definitely an internal war. Hmm. Oh, it is. It is. It is very off. But like I said, you listened to my whole speech, right? Dude, the spirits, the spirit. You ready? The spirits found me a rich Chinese wife from Shanghai, and the ETs swooped in and messed it up. I asked him specifically. I was like, "Okay," and sure enough, he did. And we had a great weekend. There was a third wheel that followed us around that couldn't read the room. And like after that, she just, yeah, the ETs. So yeah, because like I said, resources. She was in all this stuff. She appreciated it, and then like yeah, it's very very upsetting. I'm still like reeling from that. It's like I'm like waiting. It's like I guess she's not gonna call back. Oh my gosh. It's like you can't win. She was pretty, she was tall, she was not, she was cool. Oh my gosh. I thought, yes, finally. It's like I am so done. I let that go a long time. I let that go a while ago. I yeah. And not just rich. She was like her family is like beyond wealthy. And my karma is not going to change. I just need to keep fighting. I'm not sure if it never. I'm not sure it'll ever end though. There's this. Yeah, I guess there's a map so that it can, but it's not that easy. If you change your attitude, it's like no. At first, I need to be able to see and hear um, better. You're probably right, Isaac. Animal actually gave me a place to go. He saw it in the vision and like he looked it up, and I guess John did too. So I'm gonna go there as soon as I have the stuff fixed from my school, which the ETs did also. I know how that might sound to some of you. It sounds almost paranoid or um, paranoid or almost like psychotic. Like it's a psychosis episode. But I mean, yeah. Thing I appreciate that. And so there was a meeting with Charlie through um, there was a meeting with Charlie. I ain't gonna meet no one at some rom. You do not meet people out and about in the city here. It's like there has to be a reason. It's just like a cultural thing. Like you don't. We'll see. I'll try the ramen museum. it's it's like if you want to. Oh, I mean, I will. I mean, it's obvious from when I speak animal. I don't need to. Um, where was I? So yeah, the ETs messed that up. That would have been cool, man. You know, she wanted to come to Japan. She um, um Shugendo is it eccentric? I think that's the word. Um, yeah, basically what Animal said. Where they practice. Um, I get yeah. No, no, they have them now. They have them around now. I just have to go. Just maybe show up. I don't know. But like I say, I can't go anywhere right now because you know the ET has got me kicked out of school. They're active. There's people in them. No, no. So anyway, I guess that's it. Please donate. I have to pay $50 bill on my side again because I was trying to get the card game working again. It's still not quite right. I can't draw. I could draw, but it's complicated, and I have to do a few more things. And um, I emailed them like, "Hey, this still isn't working. Can you give me a break?" Um, Yeah, donate. And plus, I'll need food until I can get my fees from school. And then there's the whole issue my bank account's negative, like by like $700. And I have to pay my rent like now. And I am not in a good position over this. It's really bad. Really, really bad right now. I don't know what this new Steven Spielberg film is. Anyway, you guys ready for the healing? Just ticking off. I mean, it's up to you, I guess. I do hope I gave people some things to think about. Right. I think when anyone talks about stuff, right? I think that it's important to think, what did the ancients say about this? Or whether is there historical precedent for what's being said. Because a lot of times there is, but it's different than what whoever's saying these things is saying. They're not smarter, they're not better, and they're not as well trained as they were back in the old days when people devoted their whole life to it because it was a late way to live and survive, not because it was a hobby or interest that took people into a certain direction. Right? There were people better than me throughout history in many, many places. And I think that people don't, um, instead of thinking of the person in front of them being a descendant from a tradition that perhaps they maybe didn't know about before, but there's still historical precedent. They're thinking about placing the person in front of them back in time and thinking that's what how things were when they really weren't. Unless, according to folklore, is something that ended in some sort of disaster. I'm not homeless, but again, not yet. That's because most of it's in Japanese. There are some attempts to popularize it, but I don't know. That's a good question. There's not much There's a lot of stuff, just not much of it translated. If you want to, though, if you want to learn about Shinto and you want to read about it, don't look on Amazon. Instead, go to Google Scholar and look up research papers and academic journals and books on the subject, and you'll find more than you'll ever believe existed. That's the trick there. I hope that helps you. I will, maybe I'll make a list. But no, there are many academics within many universities, Department of Asian Studies, who have written books and written in journals that only academics read, if that. Research paper, but you'll also find if you have a university close to your house, those are usually the libraries are usually open to the public, or a lot of them are. You could go to their East Asian section and read and check out a lot of the actual books written by professors on Shinto and esoteric Buddhism and Japanese spirituality. You'll find like a lifetime of information beyond just the Kojiki. You'll find like region specific stuff. There's a lot compared to what's on Amazon. That's like nothing. But yeah, that's the way to research. As a matter of fact, when we do our research, we have to cite those papers or past works because they're considered credible, because they come from an academic source. And those academic sources are from people who have um, now been in these places to observe, research, and interview. I can speak the language and have integrated within these places to do these books and write these papers. They never used to use YouTube videos, right? And it's above or beyond just going, um, just reading a bunch of translated books and interpreted. You give your ideas, but if they're bad ideas and they're easily challenged, it won't pass peer review. Peer review isn't censorship, it's a consideration that your ideas have, um, that your ideas have validity in them. Not necessarily. I would check with me first, but a lot of them, yeah, you can. But again, too, it's also about staying on the current while we're practicing, right? If you want to hear about certain things, if you want to learn different things, if you want to read more folklore, I mean, it's the way to um, obtain knowledge in the subject. So Ainu didn't have a written language until around um, right before the First World War, when someone actually created, a 19-year-old girl actually created it. So it's its own thing. I think it actually uses letters, like a letter alphabet, because it was post industrial. It was created post industrial. But with that being said, there's definitely much that people since then have created, and there's also stuff available, right? Like the researchers I've um, just talked about, there's been many, many books just on that subject, but they're only available through academic or university press, right? A lot of these PhDs and professors, they write books and they end up in published by a university press. So they don't usually end up on Amazon. And if they do, they can be a couple $100 because they are only distributed to university libraries, if that. And I do have shamanic practices. Anyway, I've been talking for um, some time. You could find a PDF of Greek magical papyrus, and you could see where. Um, anyway, I'm not going to get into that for now. It's time to do the clearing. And as always, please donate if you appreciate or enjoy these healings and get the idea, um, have an idea of what we're doing. I don't know how to put it. Please donate, it helps. You'll find it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, to browse the academic journals. And also, is there a university close to where you are? I mean, a university library is where you do research. Is there any of that? um, Japanese and philosophy. If I get back into school, did you get any information on that yet, Animal? Or anyone else who can do that? Yeah, the University of Glasgow should have an East Asian Studies section of the library, and you will find a ton of books. Are the universities in the UK libraries open to the public? Nope. Well, try. I could use try your best because this is driving me crazy. I haven't studied in 5 days because it's like I just can't focus. So I have my days. Yes, please. Yeah, it might be. You'd be surprised. Here we go, starting. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Amaterasu mi oya no kami no misu maru no inochi terashi kuni shizuka nari amaterasu mi oya no kami no misu maru no inochi terashi kuni shizuka nari amaterasu mi oya no kami no misu maru no inochi terashi kuni shizuka nari tsukiyomitsu mi oya no kami no ikke no omotsuki ni tsuruite kagami no ことし、月よみつみ、親の神のみ一家の思しきに綴りて鏡のことし。高天張にかむずまります。かむろぎ、かむろみのみこともして、すみみ、おやかむ、いざなぎの神つくしのひまくの立ち花のおどの仰ぎがはるに、みそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときにありませる。はらいどのお神たち、もろもろのまがごとつみかいりょう。払いたまえ清めたまえと申すことのよしよ。天つ神、国つ神、夜ずの神たちともに引っ越しますと。かしこみかしこみも申す。高く天張りにかむずまります。かむろき、かむろみのみこともして。すめみ、おやかむ、いずなぎの神つくしのひまくの立ちぱなのおどの仰ぎがはらに、みそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときにありませる。はらいどのお神たち、もろもろのまがごとつみ限りを。はらいたまい、清めたまえと申すことのよしよ。天つ神、国つ神、夜ずの神たちともに引っ越しますと。かしこみかしこみも申す。高天晴れにかむずまります。かむろき、かむろみのみこともして、すみみおやかむ、いざなぎの神、つくしのひむかの立ち花のおどの仰ぎがはるに、みそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときにありませる。はらいどのお神たち、もろもろのまがごとつみかいりよ。はらいたまいきやめたまいと申すことのよしよ。天つ神、国つ神、夜ずの神たちともに引っ越しますと。かしこみかしこみ、おばあ。どうその神、あまてらします。すみみ神の耳を伝えて教え導きの玉わく。人はすなわち神と神とのもとの時代。何時らの紳士の痛ましむることなかれ。このゆいに目にもろもろの風情を見て、心にもろもろの風情を見ず、耳にもろもろの風情に触れて、心にもろもろの風情を聞かず、耳にもろもろの風情を聞かず、口にもろもろの風情を言って、心にもろもろの風情を言わず、身にもろもろの風情に触れて、心にもろもろの風情に触れず、心にもろもろの風情を思とも、中心にもろもろの風情を思わず、この時に清く潔きことあり、もろもろののりは影と形のことし、清く清ければ汚れることなし、ことをたらばうべからず、皆花よりずの実とはなる。我が身はすなわち六根処女なり、六根処女なるがゆえに、五ぞの真君兄なり、五ぞの真君兄なるが、故に天地の神と男なり、天地の神と男なるが、故に万物の霊と体なり、万物の霊と体なるが、故になすところにこて成就せずということなし、無常霊法、真珠仏教、天上無休、名誉入賞、考え率、払いたまい、清めたまい、 守りたまえ、先はいたまえ。照らしたまえ、導きたまえ。高間の春にかむずまります。攻め神たち、いやわらしたも、特殊の水の宝持ちて、余てる国てるひけ雨のほ、あかり、消したま、ねぎはやひのみことに、静けたもこと教えてのたもわけ、今しこの水の宝持ちて、中津国に雨下り、会う人草沈め収めよ。会う人草および、よりずのものの病のことあらば、かむ宝を持ちて、見からいた沈みに起きて、見たま沈みの祭りを出して水を中を振るべ。そのかむほぎの言葉に曰く、木の木のと、火の火のと、土の土のと、かのかのと、水の水のと、ひふみよいむあやこと。いのとふるべゆれいら、かけいなれしばまかるともさらりぎらとしても。雨の神の実をやみことのりかけてみて、雨の岩、船になりて、河内の国の川上の軽亀に天下りましまして、大和の国、引きの山のふもと、白庭の高庭に、いつしましまして、月祭りとも、名付けて、イスの神の狼と申し立て祭り、よよかむ宝を持ちて、よりずの者のために、古べの神ごと、つかすなしと家の古の御霊の神と、敬い、立て祭り、せめみこと、おまらじ、おとろその神たけきを持ちて、いつきに使い祭りとも、物のべの神の社、雨がした、よりずの者のたごいなり、いでもとかむ宝は、いわゆる、おきつ鏡、へいつ鏡、やつぐの剣、いぐたま、たるたま、まかるかいしろたま、ちえがいしろたま、おろちのひれ、はちのひれ、くすぐすのもののひれ、さらにとくすの神、木のい木のと、火のい火のと、土のい土のと、かのいかのと、水のい水のと、ひふみよいむなこと。にのとふるべいらといら。かしたてまつることのよしをもちて、ただ結局こしめせろ。命長く、子孫羽、時はかきわに。守りたまい、先はいたまい、かじたてまつり。人生寿命心力かじ。たかあまはりにかめずまります。カムロギ、カムロミのみこともして、すめみ、おやかむ、いざなぎの神、つくしの、ひむくの、立ち花の、おどの、ほぎがはるに、みそはらい、といし、ときに、あれませる。はらいとの、お神たち、もろもろのまがごとつみかいりよ。はらいたまい、きよみたまいと、ますことのよしよ。あまつかみ、きにつかみ、やお、よるずの神たちとに引っ越しますと、かしこみかしこみもまおす。たかあまはりにかむずまります。かむろぎ、かむろみのみこともして、すみみ、おゆかむ、 イザナギの神尽くしのひまかの立花の大戸の青木ヶ原に、急ぎ払い玉石時にあれませる。腹色の狼たち、もろもろの間がごと罪がいるよ。払い玉い清めたまえと申すことのよしよ。天津神、九日神、やお、やるずの神たちともに引っ越しますと。かしこみかしこみも申す。かんながらたまちやませ。かんながらたまちやませ。かんながらたまちやませ。All right, everyone. There you have it. How was it? Mm, someone sent me an event, Shinto event. Where's my family? Up in the air. What about animal? What about the school situation. Situation smells similar to Valis. I don't know what that means. No, I'm not okay. Things are a little bleak. Someone invited me to a Shinto event by famous and a sign up form. Okay. 'They're not going to expect me. Okay. はい、投影し、参加します。以上の登録へいただいた上で、世界平和アナリスム事件のために実証の資質を高め、実証の使える就業を望まれる方は共にすに清められんこと。はい。参加されるものを選びください。ま殺だ。 おー。まあ今本当に行きたいけど、金が足りない、本当に。学校から、まだもらっていませんね。だから、あの、今、あの、追い出された。追い出されてしまったね。でもさ、それは、学校の学労の問題です。本当に学校は失敗した。本当にね。でもさ、行ければ行く。American Pantheon. Rossi wants to see me. Someone invited me to an event. We'll just see how it goes. It's funny. Animal just said something about that. School says someone you cannot resist. So they're basically saying stuff, right? And they can't help it. Is that what you're saying? Because their minds completely bureaucrat. They can't think. Making assumptions. It's a university animal. It's university in America. Heart over your face with two hands. What does that mean? Faith? Sounds nice. I see, animal. So basically, I have to keep pushing, right? What's the solution? Huh? Yeah, university. What's the solution? What do you mean? Oh. Because they say that I'm late paying fees and I didn't, they emailed me. I didn't even see the email. And I don't even get my aid until my aid comes in after the fees are supposed to be paid. It's so stupid. It's not supposed to be like that. My aid's supposed to get my first, then I pay my fees. But for some reason, the last three times, first my fees come in, then my aid comes in after that. And if you don't pay the aid, or if you don't pay the fees, you don't get the aid. It's ridiculous. Everything, there's nothing not paid. It's one little thing that they canceled because they kicked me out for being a student. But I didn't have the money anyway because I didn't get the aid from the school. The fee came first instead of the aid coming first. I don't understand. It's stupid. Yeah, exactly. They have no reason to do it, but they're just like, I have to they removed me. I have to re-register, pay again. It's like, it's so ridiculous. And meantime, I'm stranded with no aid. I'm kicked out of school. I can't work because I couldn't get the paper because I'm not a student. It's it's bad. My rent's due. I can't pay that. My bank account's negative. I have to hurry up and get that unnegative, but it's quite a lot for especially if you don't have aid. So that's where I'm at right now. I don't have money to do that. I was going to try to get into. I've been talking to an attorney to do it, but they might charge me money. I might have to give them money to do it for me after. I hope he agrees to it because I can't fly to the USA because they didn't give me my aid. It's not a legal thing. They're just being stupid. Yeah, there's nothing I could do. I just have to keep calling and talking to people or trying to. Yeah, I know. So, anyway, all right, guys, I think that's it. Thank you so much. I guess I have to keep bugging the school and calling people. Thank you so much. Please donate, buy my book, use the forum, especially. I'll see you all later.